Emma and Noah met on a rainy afternoon at a small bookstore. Emma was searching for a novel on the highest shelf when a book suddenly fell and hit her on the head. Ouch! A young man nearby laughed. That's one way for a book to get your attention. Emma rubbed her head and smiled. I guess it really wanted me to read it. That young man was Noah. They spent the next hour talking about books, movies, and dreams. What felt like minutes turned into hours. Before leaving, Noah wrote his phone number on a bookmark. Maybe we'll meet again. Emma smiled. Maybe. But she already knew she hoped they would. Over the next few months, they became inseparable. They went on long walks, watched sunsets, shared ice cream, and talked late into the night. Noah made Emma laugh like nobody else could. Emma made Noah feel understood in a way he never had before. One evening, sitting by a lake, Noah looked at Emma and said,
You know, before I met you, I thought love only happened in movies. Emma smiled. And now? Now I think movies are trying to copy us. Emma laughed and gently rested her head on his shoulder. At that moment, both knew they had fallen deeply in love. 2 years passed. Their relationship grew stronger with every challenge they faced. Then one day, Noah received a job offer in another country. It was his dream job, but it meant moving thousands of miles away. The news broke both their hearts. What should we do? Emma asked quietly. Noah took her hand. We don't give up. So they tried long distance. At first, everything seemed fine. Video calls, messages, late-night conversations. But as months passed, life became busier. The calls became shorter. The messages became less frequent. The distance felt heavier. Both loved each other, but both were hurting. One night, they had a terrible argument. Words were spoken that neither truly meant.
When the call ended, neither reached out. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. Eventually, they stopped talking completely. The silence was heartbreaking. Emma often stared at old photos. Noah often reread their old messages. Neither stopped loving the other, but neither knew how to fix what had broken. 3 years later, Noah returned to his hometown. One afternoon, he found himself standing outside the same bookstore where they had met. Everything looked the same, except he wasn't. He had achieved his dream career, but something was missing. Someone was missing. As he stood there, he noticed a familiar figure walking toward the entrance. Emma. His heart skipped a beat. She stopped when she saw him. For a moment, neither spoke. Then Noah smiled. Hi. Emma smiled back. Hi. It felt strange and familiar at the same time. They spent the afternoon talking about life, about mistakes, about everything they had never said. As the sun began to set, Noah took a deep breath. There hasn't been a single day when I stopped loving you. Emma's eyes filled with tears. Me neither. Noah looked down for a moment. I was afraid it was too late. Emma gently squeezed his hand. Sometimes people need time to find their way back. For the first time in years, Noah felt complete again. A year later, they stood together by the same lake where they had once watched the sunset. Noah got down on one knee. Emma, you've always been my favorite chapter. Will you marry me? Tears rolled down her cheeks. Yes. The answer came instantly. The answer had always been yes. As the sun disappeared below the horizon, they embraced. Not because their love story was ending, but because a beautiful new chapter was about to begin.